Another
Guys, it's a
fucking
sucker.
troll. A troll that does fucking. There is no awareness. There
Really?
is no awareness.
I'm giving a lot of awareness about you, Sean. Sean, where's your surgery you need to have?
These are dreams that I'm trying to create.
Right, and you want
You have a fucking place
$70,000.
to live, don't you, Scammy Claus?
I do, and it's awesome because I worked my ass off. Yep. Worked my ass off since I was prior to 16 years old, Sean. Yeah.
I hear you.
I had a career.
You worked really hard to get
30 years.
I get it.
30 years teaching. Yep. Mm-hmm. What career did you do, Sean? What career did you do? What relationships have you made through the years with different banks and getting mortgages, getting car loans, renting apartments when I was younger, all that stuff? What have you done to build up your credit score, huh? What have you done, Shawnee? What have you done?
They want to turn around and they want to go and fucking they call me somebody who dry bags. Well, this is not dry begging.
Yeah, you're flat out begging.
Succeed in this.
You're flat out begging. Yeah, you're right, Sean. Disgusting.
She blocked me and then I blocked her right back, so she's gonna stay on that list.
Mr. Nobody.
She's gonna stay on that list. She don't like it either. But I'm bringing her money, so she's gonna keep doing it.
Okay, Sean.
She's just gonna keep doing it.
Yep, Sean.
Because I bring her views, I bring her people.
Yeah, okay,
and
Sean.
She like to do it. But this isn't about her. This is about me. Who gives a fuck about what the fuck other people are doing? I'm not worried about.
You were just asking me about my house, Sean. Sorry.
What I'm doing.
Yeah, you want 70 grand.
It has nothing to fucking do with them.
70 grand.
It has nothing to do with them. It's just not. It don't work that way. This is about me and what I'm trying to do to move forward in my life.
No,
where I'm gonna be.
Self-made thinker. He used to beg on here all the time. He's gotten so much money last year for vehicles, for all this shit, and he's pissed it all away.
When I start doing my epoxy, I'll have a little spot to be able to do that.
He is somebody that has not grown up. He's never had any responsibility.
This is what I want to do.
Never saved money. Never worked like a real committed job to where he's been able to make any money, save any money. He's done absolutely nothing.
I'm not trying to make it on TikTok. It shows you what the hell you know, don't it?
Really? You're asking for $70,000.
Only people that come in with full caps are the ones that are trying to do it.
Again,
Scammy Claus. Scammy is not an amazing person. No, she is not an amazing person.
Oh,
so we're
Shawnee.
Anybody who puts Shawnee, about
poor Shawnee.
Group, I'm just going to completely ignore.
47 years old. 47 years old, and he can't take care of himself still. 47.
I have no idea
his life is half over.
RO is.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
and there's no way that
I mean, I am firmly aware of my age and where I am in my life, okay?
Go ahead.
47 years old.
Look at my bio. Look at my profile.
Doesn't have any family that's going to help him. Doesn't have any friends that are going to help him, like, that are off of TikTok. Doesn't have anything. 47 years old. No savings, no checking, no money.
Oh, go get a job, go get a job. I'm trying to start my own business. And me getting a piece of property and buying.
Shawnee, you know how people do that? They work first. And they work a job to make money. And then, when they have enough money to buy supplies, they still work that first job. They start working on their other job. And then, if your other job takes off, then you quit your first job.
It is all BS. They tell you to go get a job. Go get a job.
Oh my God.
Rate of interest. Oh, is that what it is? I don't do loans.
Because you can't do loans. Don't make it like, oh, well, I like to pay everything for cash. You don't have a choice. Your credit rating is probably, Your
I'm not
FICO
gonna be
score
in
is
debt for the rest
probably
of my fucking life to
double
pay off that.
digits.
So
Double digits.
I'm trying to start my own, do my own. Yes, I need help with doing that. That's just part of it.
This guy is smoking the wacky weed if he thinks this is going to happen.
That's what I thought that RO was.
I don't know, Joan. I don't know.
How am I going to pay?
I don't know if it's
loans. I don't do loans.
I don't know if it's a if he has a concussion or something.
There is going to be no loans.
Jesus.
Yep, Debbie. I'm not a beggar. I'm somebody who's trying to move forward in my life.
Oh my God. He's not a beggar. He just wants people to give him $70,000 so he can start a business, buy land, have a house, so he can take care of himself.
Martin, you're probably right, but I don't look at it that way. There's a possibility that somebody could. I don't look at it the way you look at things. I look at things both ways. Glass half full and half empty.
Yeah. Okay, Shawnee. If you looked at things both ways, you'd be sitting there saying, what the hell am I doing? I'm asking strangers that I don't know to give me their hard-earned money, $70,000, because I've screwed up so much in my life, and I have nothing. I have nothing, and these people work, but they should send me $70,000 because I've done so much positive in my life. Shut up, Sean.
Let me say it again. I don't do loans.
Well, then you're not going to do life, buddy. Sorry. There are people that don't do loans, okay? There are people that don't do loans because they have a ton of money. And then there's people that don't do loans like Sean because he has no credit and he has no money. And that's the excuse.
Gigi, I know you're just messing with me now.
Listen, I'm going to let this play for a minute. I got to go check something that needs to be fixed, and I want to see if I can fix it. My wife just asked me. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, where's this bag?
Maybe do a partnership? No, I'm not going to do a partnership with anybody. I don't trust anybody. Especially off of this app. I don't trust anybody. Not at all. I've had so many people lie to me on this app. With pretty much basically everyone has lied to me on this app. If you want to go glorify Scammy Claus, go do it somewhere else. Yeah, what has she done but put people down? When they ask for help, she puts them down. When she gets called out, she says, it's on, and then she starts trolling me again. That's the type of person she is. I was getting trolled. I was getting trolled not having a tag up. I was getting trolled while having a tag up. So either way, I get trolled. Because I'm not okay. So first of all, the whole trusting people on this app is if somebody says, "Hey, I want to do a partnership," or say, "Hey, I'll sell you a piece of land," or "Hey, I'll sell you a vehicle," or I'll give you a vehicle. That's what I don't trust. That's why I don't trust people on this app. People that send clearly are sending. They're not wanting something in return, right? So that's the facts. Clearly, y'all want to say Suga. I can't even pronounce your name. It's clear that we know where you guys came from. You guys came over from Scammy Claus's side, haven't you? I'm not paying anybody back. No. Once my business gets picked up, I'm going to pay it forward to somebody else. Don't care. Nobody cares about that person. Except for her trolls. Thank you, Mary Lou. I appreciate that. Yeah, you came in on your own. I don't believe that. You were watching Scammy Clauses live, and then you came over here to come in to troll, to glorify your little goddess that you have. She is definitely not a goddess.
Wait, I just walked in here and I heard I'm a goddess?
She's a thorn in everybody's side.
Yeah, Sean. I'm a thorn in people's side like you because I'm telling people what a pile of... You know what you are. All you do is beg for... He doesn't beg for money, though, guys. Just so you know. He doesn't beg for money. He's not begging for money.
I'm not gonna tell you who she is.
He also said,
yeah, well, actually, I am. She's somebody who trolls
he wants
people.
to pay it forward when his business becomes lucrative.
Oh, yeah, like that's going to happen.
Yeah, you know what? At this point, he should just go to Shark Tank because he has come up with this idea
Asking for help.
to ask for help, in quotations, aka panhandle and beg for money.
He only brings awareness.
And not put any effort into his dream other than sit online and expect people to give.
Right.
It is true.
Yes. I mean, it's a genius idea, not. And we are just defending our goddess, which is Scammy.
Wow, I'll tell you. I'm honored.
I know. In the words of the pick-me bitch, Scammy, you are a goddess.
Oh, thank you, my number one pick-me bitch.
Hey, you're welcome. You know, remember my Cash App, right?
I got it. I have it on. I have saved. Thank you.
Okay, I think that should give me a bonus. So
you will absolutely an extra 5. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Coffee. All right.
I haven't done any epoxy, but you can make coffee tables, kitchen tables, countertops.
This dude, floors, I'm telling you, he
pretty much
is.
You can make anything out of epoxy.
He's delusional.
Of course, you're not going to turn around and walk.
He is delusional.
An epoxy car, you know.
Oh my God! You know what needs to happen to him?
Checkerboards, chessboards.
Somebody needs to go up to him.
You know, Monopoly
put their arm all the way behind them and quickly smack him in the face
spectacular scenes
as hard as they can and say, "Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Come back to reality."
I don't do loans. I'm not going to go out and try to get a loan.
Because you can't. Tell them why you can't, Sean. You have no money.
Wow.
You have no history of work. You have no job now.
Nice. So come on. That's nice. What is 5150?
It's a mental health hold.
What you trying to say? Does anybody know what 5150 is? It is not unrealistic, Jules. It's not unrealistic. It's a goal. I have no idea what 5150 is, but okay, whatever. Sandra, I don't believe you. So now you have, now see, this is a type of shit.
5150 is a hold for
Scammy Claus works.
People that are
they come in and say stuff like that
need to be held to, like, on a psychiatric.
Right there, that is bullying people.
Oh.
Messing with somebody who has a mental illness.
Oh, stop
That's
it.
what they're doing right. This is the type of shit
Sean,
that Scammy
I could
Claus
say you're
and people
bullying
do.
me because I have a mental health condition, but
exactly
I'm
what
stronger
they do.
than that, Sean.
You guys are just proving
I'm
my
stronger
point
because
exactly
your
how she
words
is.
don't affect my mental health. And words don't affect
That's
yours.
exactly
You
what
just
she
like to
does.
use it for sympathy.
And
So
this is
shut
coming
up,
from one of my trolls. Bobby is
Toad
one
Man.
of my trolls and has been trolling me for God knows how fucking long. But Bobby knows.
If I'm a goddess, do I have superpowers?
You know, you may say
Do I have superpowers?
that the goals have to be realistic. It is realistic. It's a goal.
Oh my God.
Dreams can come true. Just saying.
If you look for
you can't
no
come in here
game
and
Sean,
put it down because it's not what you're doing,
it's
right?
unbelievable. Thank you, Bonnie Jean, but
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
we got this
I
headboard
think you know exactly the type of
for
shit
my
Scammy
son,
Claus does, and you promote that
and it was
shit.
in two parts.
Why don't you go
and
back
part
over to
of
your
it
house and stay there?
separated, and it's made so poorly that I don't think there's any reason to reconnect it. It's just a piece of crap.
All right. Pick me. You're gonna go on mute for the rest of the. You're gonna go on mute
No,
for the rest
70
of the
grand
live.
is not a realistic goal at all.
I'm not gonna be doing this with people. Okay.
Well, you are,
say this, okay?
because you're on
This
social
is a
media
goal.
asking for
It is
$70,000. So get used to it, Shawnee.
Once I get
It's realistic once I get it. Okay. What a
it
moron.
is a realistic goal because
Yeah.
once I do get my goal and I'm able to start doing epoxy, I will be able to do what I have to do, right?
You know Sean is full of crap when he starts out by saying how much stuff he's done for people over the years.
Negative, you don't have
And
to
he's
be
done doing things for others. It's all about
you're
me.
just a dog on
He
somebody
says
who's
that
trying to
all
have
the
a dream,
time before
trying
he
to have a
begs.
place to live. I live in my fucking car. Where do you live? You live in your house or your apartment and you're nice and cozy, right?
Yep, exactly.
Well, let me tell you something.
Oh,
It's
here it
not how it's
comes.
supposed to be.
It could go away. It could go away tomorrow.
Dream big. Dream big.
It could go away tomorrow and you could be in my
And that's what you're
position. Oh,
supposed
hell
to do.
no.
You're not supposed to make little dreams. You're supposed to have dream big of what you want to do. My dream
70,000. See, you want 70,000, Josh.
You know, having a place to live, starting my own business, selling the stuff that I make.
You know what kind of people have these dreams where they're possible? Young people. Young men, young women who, have gone through high school and they dream to own something. And then they work their asses off.
Is this your guys' camper right here? They took pictures of your camper.
I'm going to tell you what. There was this kid when I was teaching at the high school, okay? And he was extremely difficult with teachers, okay? He wasn't interested in school. He got into a lot of arguments with teachers. He got into a lot of fights in school. He was one of those kids that, was a problem. Wasn't motivated for anything. But the one thing he liked doing is he liked working down in the wood shop, and he liked working with electrical stuff. He liked fixing engines, all that stuff, okay? I liked him because, as I do on TikTok here, I don't think badly of anybody until I come across that person and they're shitty people.
I literally just put that
okay
a little while ago, so I don't.
So this kid just barely scraped by getting out of high school.
I'm going to get into that.
And you know what he had within a year? He had his own landscaping company.
It's not my fault.
He had a nice pickup truck that he bought and he was making payments on. He had all this lawn equipment that he had bought that was broken and he fixed it. And he started building up his own landscaping company. And he's very successful now. And once he was doing that, he went back to school to get his associate's degree.
Where's your mind at when you come up?
And now he's doing that on the weekends, and he's working as a what is
I'm
it called?
curious
A
to find out
machinist.
so I can kind of like change the way
And
I
he's
think,
doing great.
so I can fucking understand what the hell you're saying. Because
That's
that made no sense
what you
to me
do.
whatsoever. It's my fault.
And he
that I
is a
live in my
success
car.
story. And
How is it
that
my fault
kid
I live in my
now,
car?
and he's got to be probably 25, 26, is
That's
more
what they want you to
successful
do.
than
They want
Sean.
you to get, you know, 2-3 jobs. They want you to make 3 times the amount of what the rent is, or 2.5 times the
I
amount
like
of
how
rent,
he's making it
or,
like
you know,
all of us that have
2.5%
houses and
more
all
of what
that.
your rent is. You know, it's I think
It's not fair that
ridiculous.
he's living in his car. Did you notice how he said that? He said, you know, yeah, all you are living in your
Sean, look at
your
this piece
big
of property, please.
houses, and there's people living in
I'm not
cars, and
gonna.
that's not
I'm not
right.
going
Yeah, it
to
is right when you're lazy.
be looking at any property that
You're
somebody
lazy,
suggests is
so
on
it
here,
is right. You're exactly where you should
because
be, Sean.
it would be pointless, because then it gives up my location, doesn't it? My exact location.
It doesn't matter what you
So
do.
I'm not
It
taking
doesn't
any
matter if you're a
suggestions on
stay-at-home
looking
mom.
at
It doesn't
anybody's
matter what you do in life.
area.
Okay?
Oh yeah, I'm not.
In order
Look at over
to
here. This is a
be
piece. No, I'm not
able
going to do
to
that.
live in life, you have to work. Doesn't
So
matter
it
what
doesn't
job it
matter where.
is. Doesn't matter
doesn't
what you
matter
do.
where.
You have to have a work ethic
You may
if
suggest
you
me
want to
go
be
and
able
look.
to have a
I'm not
house
going
and
to
all
do
that
that.
stuff.
It's not my fault that I'm homeless. I mean, what fucking part of that do you
It's
not
not his.
understand?
It's not his fault that he's homeless, guys.
You guys are
Again,
accusing me,
everybody
saying
else
it's
is.
my fault that the landlords jacked the rent
Oh,
up so high I
shut
couldn't
up.
afford them.
That was like
Right?
years ago,
Being
Sean.
disabled and having a hard time doing any kind of work at all. But that's my fault too, right? Yeah.
My God.
You don't know what the fuck you're all talking about.
Well, it's time to start putting out a lot of
It's
videos
not my
about him
fault that
again.
to jack up the rent, I can't afford it. You fucking tell me who's at fault on it. Am I a fucking landlord? No, I'm not a landlord. Are you a landlord?
No, but while you were living in that
I don't care.
apartment, you should have
Anybody
been
who
doing
says
something to
anything
make
negative
some
in the
money,
comments like this and
rather
blames
than
me for
sitting on your
landlords
toad
jacking
ass.
the rent up, I'm not gonna respond to you anymore. I'm not gonna respond to you anymore. You're a landlord, and did you jack up your rent to where your tenants couldn't afford it, and then they had to leave because they couldn't afford your rent?
How many
Because
people
it's
did that
landlords
happen
like
to,
that
Sean?
that
I'm
cause
guessing
problems.
you,
That's
and
why
you.
a lot of people in the entire United States are homeless, is because landlords jacked the rent up too high to where they couldn't
Oh,
afford it.
shut
I can
up,
understand.
Sean.
I can understand if the tenant didn't pay rent on time like they're supposed to. I can understand if the tenant was being extremely loud in the building all the time. I understand it. I get
Didn't
that.
he? Didn't
I can understand.
what
that.
happened?
I can
Didn't it?
understand
Wasn't
that,
it something like? Oh,
having
wait
a
a minute,
tenant that is
Meeps.
doing rugs.
Why don't you come up here, Meeps? Oh, I'm going to accept your invite. Hold on. Meeps, first of all, congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you.
That's awesome. You know a lot about
Yes.
Sean. For those people that don't know who Meeps is, Meeps, unfortunately, was in a relationship with the Toad Man for quite a while. And when he was with her, he did absolutely nothing. Nothing. He played on his game system all the time. Period. End of story. She can verify that.
Yes, he did do that. And the situation he's talking about right now, that the landlord jacked up the rent so high that we couldn't afford it, that's a lie. The landlord wanted to, we were on a month-to-month lease. Our building was sold, the new owner bought it, and it had nothing to do with the rent going up. The new landlord wanted to renovate the whole building, and because we were on a month-to-month lease, he was able to evict us, but it wasn't like an eviction for not paying rent or anything. It was just, we took him to court and just to try to find buy time.
Right.
But at the end, it was his building. He bought it, but it had nothing to do with the rent being jacked up so high as what he's saying.
Right. Now tell me something. After that happened with you guys, what did you do after that?
I moved in with my mom.
Okay, so you moved in with your mom because you had alternatives. And
Yep.
then after that, what did you do?
Found a job in the city that I moved into.
Yeah.
He thinks that I had been seeing a man for years, which is a complete lie. I did go back. He was staying up in that, I don't remember what it was called, where him and Dean were staying.
Right.
I did go there and I did see him, and I ended up staying there longer because my ride got COVID, and that's when our breakup happened.
Okay. So then after that, now you are, where are you guys living now?
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about you. So you're married now. Are you guys living somewhere? Are you with your mom still? What are you doing?
Oh, no. We live in Portland.
Right. So you have a place to live?
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. So even though you lost your apartment and all that, and you had some, problems, you were able to pick yourself up by your bootstrings. You had friends. You had friends because you didn't burn bridges with your family, and you were able to get back on your feet. And you're living in a house now, and you're married.
And I'm married to a wonderful man who treats me, I can't, like 1,000,000% better than he ever did.
So it is possible, since you were in the same position that he was, it is possible to turn your life around and continue on.
Well, you also have to want to have the desire to get a job, and he's lazy.
And just so people can kind of put things into perspective here, because everything that I say about Sean is that he has created this mess for himself. He has done nothing to help himself over the years. He talks about how let's talk about this nest egg he said that he had to blow.
Oh yes, let's talk about that.
What was his nest egg?
Well, I think some of these people have heard about that nest egg. He, even my husband heard that story. His nest egg story is he had been saving, I don't remember what the exact dollar amount, but I think it started at $16,000, and then it went up to $20,000 in a suitcase, and he put it in the storage unit him and I were sharing before we broke up. And I stole it out of the storage unit. Now, who would keep money in a suitcase and put it in a storage unit?
Well, if it actually happened, which I doubt, nobody, because it's not safe.
Well, and my husband went with me first off, Sean cleaned out everything out of that storage unit that he wanted.
So it's fair to say if there was money in there, he would have taken it.
He was the first one to access it, yes. What I got was crumbs.
So that's another lie.
Yep.
Yeah, how the heck did he save $20,000, according to him?
There's no way. If he had $1 in his pocket, he had to spend it. And I'm not even just saying this because, when that rumor was brought up, I tried to defend him because I didn't think he did that stuff. But he's lazy.
And he was with you for what, 16 years?
From November of 2006 until the end of September 2022.
Okay. So, what did he do for employment during that time?
Hold on, let me think.
He said something about a recycling place.
Yes, he did have that job for, I would say, 7 to 9 months. It was under a year.
And did he do any other work after that?
He I'm trying to think if it was before that or after. It was before the pandemic. He did like Uber driver.
Okay.
But
Do you know how long he did that for approximately?
like in the summer for like 2 or 3 months.
So pretty much, and we'll give him some extra months here. So pretty much out of the almost 16 years that he lived with you, he worked for about 2 years.
Yeah, and that's like given. I wouldn't even say it was 2 years, but yes.
And this guy, okay, this guy here is blaming everything in the world on his situation rather than the fact that he is lazy as hell. He has no work ethic. He has no work credits through Social Security, which is why he can't collect what he wanted to. He's on now, because I always get this stuff confused. He is on. He is not on Social Security disability because he doesn't have enough work credits to do that. So
Right.
he's on Social Security. He's just on SSI. He's not on SSDI. If he had the work credits put together and he had doctor's verification that he could not work, then the government would be taking better care of him if it was a legit health concern and he had the time in. But he has done nothing. He has done absolutely nothing in terms of working, which is why he has no money. And for him to blame it on everybody in this world except himself, for him to make comments about how people own houses and pretty much saying it's not fair that there are people in houses right now that are warm and he's sleeping in his car. No, Sean, it is fair because you've done nothing in 47 years.
No, he needs somebody to take care of him, whether it's an elderly man that he can. When I met him, he was staying with an elderly man in the elderly man's basement. So he needs somebody to take care of him.
Yep.
And right now he's looking for a woman to do that.
Yep. And as we know, it's been 3 strikes so far on this trip. It was Pennsylvania, it was, I think, South Carolina, and then it was Kansas. And
I was off for about a week because I was on my honeymoon, so I didn't even know he went to, did you say Texas?
Well, he's in Texas now, but I believe his original place he was going was Kansas for some woman.
Oh. Tiger Mom, why won't he work? Because he's lazy.
That's the bot. Listen, we heard stories from Dean, okay? Last summer, Dean was telling us stories about how the property they were on, Dean was repairing the house for the owner of the property. And this guy's house was on the property. And he had to do some light construction work outside and all that. And Sean was supposed to help and get paid. But the problem was Sean didn't do anything. Sean didn't do shit when Dean was working. And
I believe that.
Pissed. He got pissed because he said he didn't earn any money from the job. And Dean flat out said, because Sean didn't do anything. He was sitting around on his phone the whole time.
And also, wasn't he trying to work to pay off the room that the motel owner was letting him stay in at the time before he got the camper?
I don't know. I'm not sure. The only thing I ever remember him in a hotel was when he stayed a couple nights because it was so cold in the RV. And, you know, all this time he's been saying, I can't do anything. I'm physically disabled. I can't do anything. I can't barely move. And then he came on live and said that he helped the guy shovel the sidewalk of the hotel and he was going to give him a break on the room. So he can work when he wants to and has to work. But he would rather sit in his car, that again, people on TikTok gave him money for. He would rather sit in the car and now put up a sticker that says $70,000, but he's not begging. It's not begging, guys.
Oh, it's
not
begging.
begging. Oh, absolutely. But he says it's not begging. So I'll tell you, he is just. I'm telling you, you dodged a bullet with that one. Holy moly!
But don't forget, like, so I don't know if I told you this. It was, I don't know. So we split up in 2022, but it was probably 3 years before that.
Right.
I had asked him to move into the spare bedroom for many reasons. He refused. I even had talked to our landlord at the time and said, is there a process is there something I can do to try to get him out of here? He's not helping me with anything. And he's like, unfortunately, he's a tenant. You have to take him to court. So, like, he would not cooperate with me, Sean, on anything.
Yeah, well, it's not surprising. Let's listen.
It was like his way or no way.
Yep. Let's listen what he has to say. Meeps, thank you so much for the information so people can hear it from you, somebody who firsthand knows about what he's all about. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Can you drop me?
I would love to. Meeps, take care of yourself. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ugh. This guy is just ridiculous. He's lighting a smoke so he can still buy those. Good to know. Your son and his girlfriend are up around here?
There is nobody in here with that name.
I agree, Mystery. Oh, where are they, Jack? Where are they going today?
What did Madison say? Madison
He's
said,
on YouTube right now.
Born in 77, that's all you said? I'm a Gen X too.
We don't, we don't accept him into our group. I'm going to just tell you. He was going to some museum in a little shop. Mystic, maybe? I mean, I don't know where it'd be.
Back to you saying that I made bad choices in life.
Yes.
Right?
We just heard the bad choices he made.
That's not why I live in my car. I have some words I'd like to say to you.
Say it.
I want you to use your fucking imagination, you feel me? Okay? That's not the reason why I live in my fucking car.
Okay.
Because I had already been established in that apartment.
Oh my God.
Landlord jacked the rent up, so I don't even want to fucking hear none of your bullshit.
Sorry, we heard your story. We heard the story
I
there.
don't want to hear none of your fucking bullshit.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
I'm sick and tired of you sitting there saying...
He is not Gen
I
X,
did
because
make
Gen
bad
X are hard
choices in my life,
workers.
but it doesn't mean I should pay for it for the rest of my fucking life.
That's one of
So,
the things that Gen X
fuck
is all
off.
about.
I'm not gonna fucking sit here. I'm not gonna argue with people over stupid shit. I'm getting too old for this.
Listening to him, I'm telling you, I didn't realize seriously like how crazy he was.
It's called life. It's not easy. I didn't say life was easy.
But you want to
don't
make
think
it
it's
easy
right
by
that somebody
people
who did
giving you
something way back when they
70,000.
were 18, 19 years old still has to pay for it at the age that I'm at right now. But nobody should have to.
That's
deal with
not
it for the
why you're
rest
where
of
you
their
are,
life.
Sean. Shut up. Just shut up. You're not there because of something that happened when you were 18. You're where you are because of what you're doing now, last year, the year before that, the year before that, and go back 25 years.
And I have to pay
That's
for
why.
it every fucking day.
Shut up.
Same thing with trying to get a job.
Jesus Christ.
Same thing trying to get a job. They look at that right there.
He
That's all
did.
they see.
He did DoorDash
thing,
when he
trying to
was
get an
in
apartment.
South Carolina
They
for
see
a little
that,
while,
and
but
it's the
not a
same
lot.
thing.
I don't think so, Stephanie. I don't think
did my
so.
time. I did my time. I shouldn't have to keep fucking paying for it every fucking day for the rest of my fucking life.
You know, and this is the thing.
Right?
I don't even know what he did what he did when he was 18. I have no clue. Like, I've never based where he is in life on something he did when he was 18 because I don't even know what the charges were. So shut up, Sean.
Clearly,
Shut up.
Jackie's not listening either. Nobody seems to be listening about.
Yeah, you know what,
anything
Meeps?
that I'm
I don't
saying.
even
They just
care.
have a
And, you know, don't
one-track
put it
mind.
in here. I don't
Go
care.
do this, go do that.
Nobody
go do
cares
this, go do
because
that.
that's
They don't
not
take
the
into
reason why you're
consideration
being held back.
the shit that happened. I was 18, 19 years old. I did something stupid. I did get a felony. Getting housing and getting a job with that on your record, it follows you everywhere you go.
Oh,
No
shut
matter what.
up, Sean.
I did something stupid when I was that age,
Well,
and I'm still paying for it.
you
at
were able to
47.
DoorDash, but you barely
So
did that.
don't
So it's not
think
that hard to
you
get a
guys
job.
Are giving, options here, because those aren't options. These are just kicks in the face. Is what it is.
Oh my God. Kicks in the face. Oh,
You
woe
say
is
it can be
me.
done. Okay, you
Oh,
can say
woe
it
is
can be done.
me.
That's why I'm trying to do my own thing. That's why I'm trying to do my own thing. That's why I'm trying to get a place where I can live.
I don't think so, Jackie,
hold on,
because he
hold
was
on.
considered an adult then.
I'm telling you, every single fucking job that I've ever applied for in my entire life, I've been turned down because of that felony.
Oh, shut
Give me no bullshit
up.
about that. Yeah, other people might be able to get,
Shut
a job,
up.
but I have not been able to get a fucking job for it. I want to start my own business, being able to have my own.
I want to be
piece of
6'2"
property,
and
have my own
blonde, but it's not
location.
going to happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta say something.
Yes,
I've
say
spoken
it.
about it publicly. My ex-husband, all right, he gaslit me about his original charge. He is an SO. His assault was against a minor. He later confessed to me. I know the truth now. It's disgusting. But guess what he got when he got out of prison? Out of federal prison.
Let me guess, a job?
A job at Kraft Heinz making $26 an hour.
There it is. Thanks, Tiff.
Yeah, drop me.
That's another $5 right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See?
Just one person. It'd be many people. Many, many people.